Kurunji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
Free bus for LKG to 8th standard.
Free, hygienic and nutritious food.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurunji Education Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurunjischoolnkl.in.
Good morning students. In this video session, I would like to explain about 11th standard topic fluid connective tissues. This fluid connective tissue, one of the topic under the connective tissue. Basically, these are total topics we studied in the one of the chapter structural organization in animals. The total animal organisms body possessing containing with the 4 type of tissues. Epithelial tissues we completed. Now connective tissues still going on. In the connective tissue, 3 type of connective tissue. Connective tissue proper completed, and then supporting tissue. Supporting tissue time cartilage and bones. Previous video we discussed about the bone. Now fluid connective tissue. Fluid connective tissue. It basically tissue mean we thought it is a solid. It is solid in nature. But here some of the cells it can able to move the one place to another place within the body inside of the blood vessels. Not only blood vessels, vessels. So here such a type of liquid tissues we call as a fluid connective tissue. So in this video we want to know about regarding what are the different type of fluid connective tissues are present in the organism's body. Some of the information about that. Okay, see here these fluid connective tissue, 2 type of fluid connective tissues are there. In the 2 type of fluid connective tissues, one is a blood, another one is the lymph. About lymph later I will say some of the concept, but here blood, here that blood is composing of the what are the structures regarding blood information totally we want to know. Okay, in this video we have to continue with these blood composition and blood elements. Fluid connective tissue. This fluid connective tissue also called as a liquid tissue. Then these liquid tissue flow in the vessels, so that's why we called as a vesicular tissue also. Why it is a vesicular tissue or fluid connective tissue? When you take any tissue, a tissue is made up of the 2 type of substances, ground substances. One is a matrix, another one is a cells. Correct na? That matrix here, the matrix of the fluid connective tissue, it is in fluid, but that fluid does not have any fibers. இதுக்கு முன்னாடி வீடியோஸ் ஃபைபர்ஸ், எலாஸ்டிக் ஃபைபர்ஸ், கொல்லோஜன் ஃபைபர்ஸ் அண்ட் தென் elastic fibers, we different type of fibers we seen, correct na? But such a type of fibers not yet present in this. So fiber free liquid matrix, that fiber free liquid matrix we called as a plasma. Along with that living cells, that cells by the presence of the many more cells only we called as a this is a fluid connective tissue. Then see here, especially in this video I am only tells about blood. Okay, before starting about the blood, here lymph. So lymph mean basically what is both blood and lymph means in our body 2 type of liquid connective tissues are there, fluid connective tissues. One is the blood, another one is the lymph. About blood everyone very well known. Lymph mean it is a extracellular fluid, nothing but extracellular fluid. What is extracellular fluid? Tissues irukna number of cells, that cells belly side, outer side, some of the small space in between of that cells places a small quantity, a small fluid is there. That fluid we call as a extracellular fluid. From that place onwards they are drained into the one special system, that is a lymphatic system. When the extracellular fluid presence in the lymphatic system, such a type of fluid we call as a lymph, up to that NF. The end of these concept I will tell about the lymph concept. Then come with the blood. Here blood, about blood you are all very well known. 9th standard onwards these topic is continuously following you. Okay, I mean subject wise I am saying. So here blood wise, this blood is a red in color, opaque and slight alkaline nature. Slight alkaline nature. Why it is alkaline nature? The pH is 7 point above. 7 point above. So that's why here this is the alkaline nature. Okay. How much I will tell in the continuation time. And then the study of the blood. The study about the blood we called as a hematology. Hemato means blood. Okay. Hem means related blood. Hematology. Ology means study. Hemato means blood. So hematology regarding blood study. Okay, and here blood play an important role in the cardiovascular system. Because of heart play an important role in the pumping of the blood to different body parts. When the blood is pumped by the heart, that blood cell only will be transporting to the different body parts, in between the different body parts. So cardiovascular system, blood is a mediator in between the heart to tissues. Okay, what it will do? The blood will be carrying the nutrients. Blood is carrying the nutrients, some of the hormones, and then oxygen also. Okay, especially in our body. Okay, some of the advanced organisms, whatever it is. Cardiovascular system major role is blood as a carrier. In the adult human being, okay, whether male or female, in their body 5 to 6 liters of blood is there. 5 to 6 liters. In this time I want to say a small link in general life. Every day we want to take a minimum above 3 liters, approximately 5 liters of water we want to take. When we are intaking of the water sufficiently, we can able to maintain that homeostasis, body fluid concentration, maintain a particular. So our intaking of water, it is similar to our blood value. Okay, a adult human being 5 to 6 liters of the blood is presence of the blood. Okay, then here this blood is composing by the mainly two structures. Two are ground components. One is a blood plasma and is a formed elements. Formed elements nothing but corpuscle cells. Blood corpuscle cells. Okay, here formed elements, blood corpuscle, nothing but RBC, WBC, platelets. Here how much percentage of the plasma occupying in the total blood? Here pointer place paranga 55% of the blood occupying by the plasma. So majority of the portion in the blood, plasma is occupying more volume, and blood corpuscles or formed elements are occupying the only 45%. Now when you are coming with the blood plasma, what is the blood plasma? In the blood plasma, what it is there we want to know. So blood plasma, it is nothing but a fluid matrix of the blood. Here already we discussed fluid matrix of the blood. Okay, then in this fluid matrix, the major component is only water. Water having the how much percentage? 92%. 8% of solutes. Solute, what is dissolved in state. Some of the things are dissolved in the water's dissolved particles. Okay, these dissolved particles are maybe those and all plasma proteins, Plasma proteins, what are that plasma proteins? Albumin maybe and globulin. Albumin and globulin. Along with that, some of the enzymes also will be carrying these inside of the blood plasma, and then hormones also is there. Because of hormones are liberated by the endocrinal glands. Endocrinal glands hormones are transporting by the blood only na. So such a hormones also dissolved in the blood. Okay, blood plasma. So what are the significance of these plasma proteins? Here already we discussed what are the plasma proteins, albumin and globulin. These albumin, it is a plain important role in the colloid osmotic pressure. Colloid osmotic pressure. If these colloid osmotic pressure is fluctuated, glomerular filtration rate will be influence. Because of glomerular filtration, urine formation time, that Bowman's capsule of the nephron place, glomerular filtration will occur. That glomerular filtration occurs by the one of the pressure, that is a colloid osmotic pressure. Colloid osmotic pressure. So if these colloid osmotic pressure is not yet maintained that blood plasma, automatically it will leads to the edema. Edema means tissue fluid will increase. That means here I said extracellular fluid. That extracellular fluid accumulated more, legs will swell out. Okay, legs will swell out. You need some explanation here when you travel through the train. When you travel through the train or any sitting position a long distance, on that time your legs, our legs, not only our legs will become a swell out. I mean, without movement, when you are travel a long distance, our legs will be swell out because of in the legs, in the tissues, in the leg part tissues are accumulated lot of extracellular fluid. When extracellular fluid is accumulated more, automatically it will leads to the edema. It is not a permanent change. So when we walk 1 meter, 2 meter, oftenly when we start to movement, automatically edema will normal condition. Okay, whatever it is. Then another protein is a globulin. Globulin is formed in the place of the liver and the lymphoid organs. Lymphoid organs. What is the significance of these globulin? Okay, hemoglobin. In the hemoglobin, globin is a protein. Whatever. See, these globin, 3 type of globulins are there: alpha, beta, gamma globulin. These gamma globulin play an important role in the making of the antibodies. Antibodies are formed from the alpha globulin. Basically globulin, especially alpha globulins are useful for making of preparing of the antibodies. This is one of the question in the NEET. Okay, then come with the next one. Plasma protein. These plasma proteins are act as a acid base buffers. Acid base buffers means want to maintain the pH level into the neutral condition. Neutral means stable. My intention stable. Okay, here blood pH how much? 7.4. Already here I said slightly alkaline. How much pH? 7.8. That 7.8 maintain the always in the constantly. So that's why that maintenance of the pH level by the this presence of these albumin and globulin. Okay, then next salts. Okay, salts, several dissolved salts also is there. What are that salts? Chlorides, bicarbonate, sulfate and phosphate. Sodium chloride, potassium chloride, calcium chloride and calcium bicarbonate, magnesium phosphate. Like these element salts will be there. Okay, derivatives. Okay, chlorides, bicarbonates and sulfate, phosphate, these and all. Okay, remember Nana, bicarbonate word very essential component salts. These salts are play an important role in the gases transportation. Carbon dioxide transportation time very important, bicarbonates. Okay, see, then here in the bracket I mentioned one more the part. Along with these proteins, plasma proteins, they are having the something blood clotting proteins. Blood clotting proteins. What are that? Fibrinogen. Fibrinogen onwards, fibrin will form. Fibrin is a protein. It plays an important role in the blood clotting process. Prothrombin. Prothrombin onwards thrombin. Here any word, I mean in scientifically I am saying, any word ending with gen or pro, it is a inactive natures. Pro enzymes or pro activators. So here fibrinogen onwards fibrin. Fibrin is a active condition, fibrinogen is a inactive. So fibrinogen onwards fibrin will form, prothrombin onwards thrombin will form. Okay, how these fibrinogen prothrombin play an important role in the formation of clotting, blood clotting, we want to discuss in the cardiovascular system time. But he should be remember, these are the blood clotting factors. Blood clotting factor presence in the blood plasma. Okay, up to now what we discussed, plasma, fluid connective tissue. That fluid connective tissue, why we called fiber free matrix is there. So that is the reason for this is the fluid connective tissue. What are the nature? Red color, opaque and slight alkaline nature. The study of the blood we called as a hematology. It is blood is playing important role in the cardiovascular system. In the adult human beings, 5 to 10 liters of the blood is there. When you coming to the directly vascular system, that vascular system or vascular connective tissue, blood is one of the vascular connective tissue, fluid connective tissue, lymph is one of the connective tissue. Okay, fluid connective tissue. Lymph is nothing but extracellular fluid present in the drain into the lymphatic system. Lymphatic system. Then here composed. The composition of blood plasma formed elements. Blood plasma is a 55% occupying in the total blood, 100% of the blood. Formed elements are 45%. In the blood plasma composition, it is a fluid matrix. It containing with 92% of the water and then 8% of the solutes. Plasma proteins also is there, albumin and globulin. Albumin maintains the colloid osmotic pressure. What is the significance? This one, colloid osmotic pressure play an important role in the formation of the urine. Okay, along with that edema will causes. And then globulins are make a play an important formed at the place of the liver and lymphoid organs. Globulins are three type: alpha, beta, gamma. Gamma globulins are playing important role in the making of the antibodies or preparation of production of the antibodies. Here plasma proteins have significance character, that significance nature, it is a acid base buffer. Maintain the acid base buffer because of pH of the blood is a 7.4, slightly alkaline nature. So that maintenance wise these plasma proteins are playing important role. Some of the along with the plasma proteins, some of the salts also presence in blood, chlorides, bicarbonates and sulfate, phosphates. Okay, related with sodium, potassium, calcium and magnesium. Okay, these are the things. Along with these substances, clotting factors also is there. That clotting factors inactive nature, that fibrinogen and prothrombin. Fibrinogen onwards fibrin will produce, prothrombin onwards thrombin will produce. Okay, these are the blood clotting. Then come with another formed elements. In the total formed elements, see here 45% of the occupying by the formed elements in the 100% of the blood. Here formed elements are nothing but blood cells. The formation of the blood cells nothing but hemopoiesis. What it is? Hemopoiesis or else hematopoiesis. I think so. The same word we see in hematology, study of the blood. So blood containing the blood cells, that blood cells formation we call as a hematopoiesis. That hematopoiesis occurs in which place it is happened in the situationally different places. When the embryonic developmentation time, yolk sac of mesoderm is playing important role in the hematopoiesis. I mean these blood cells are formed at the place of the yolk sac, one of the layer. Total 4 layers are there in the extra embryonic membranes. Yolk sac, amnion, allantois, chorion. Correct kada? In mammals, general characters time we studied. Correct now. So yolk sac play an important role in the these hemopoiesis or hematopoiesis. But after birth in that childhood, liver, spleen is playing important role. Temporary hematopoiesis organs. Okay, that means up to 3 years or for 2 years, liver and spleen. When the born baby become a adult, in adult red bone marrow play an important role in the hematopoiesis. Blood cells are formed at the place of the red bone marrow. Okay, right. See, then these formed elements are three types: RBC, WBC, platelets. Here platelets are playing important role in the blood clotting. About that we want to discuss. Here in this video I would like to complete about the RBC cells. Okay, see, come to the point. RBC cells, RBC means red blood cells, also called the erythrocytes. Erythrocytes, the formation of the erythrocytes we call the erythropoiesis. Erythropoiesis. WBC cells also called the leukocytes. Leukocytes, formation of the leukocytes we call as a leukopoiesis. Leukopoiesis. These leukocytes are two types. One is a granulocytes, agranulocytes. In the next video I want to tell about the granulocytes and agranulocytes regarding platelets also. Now come to the RBC cells. Erythropoiesis. Now very most important thing is hematocrit. Hematocrit. What is a hematocrit? In the total blood, RBC occupying volume we called as a hematocrit value. How much volume is occupying by the RBC in the total blood, that we called as a hematocrit. Okay, hematocrit. The RBC volume in the 100% of the blood, the percentage of the RBC, okay, in the blood, that is tells about the hematocrit value. Now when you coming the RBC cells are erythrocytes. Erythrocytes are circular, some of the in mammals, circular in mammals, elliptical in the camel and lemurs. Okay, elliptical means egg madri, egg shaped. Circular, it is a round in. Now in mammals that circular RBC, it is present in biconcave nature. Mammals general characters time I said about these character. This one, mammals blood circular, RBC cells are in circular, biconcave. On the time I said about the biconcave nature, nothing but both sides, both ends are depressed. Nothing but one sweet, for an imaginary view I am giving to you. One sweet Palkova sweet is there, na? Palkova sweet, one side one deep depression is there. That type of deep depression is present in either side. Physics, by the physics you will also get some of the concept. Biconcave, concave means depressions kada, not at elevated. So biconcave, and then what is the significance of these biconcave nature? It is increasing the surface area. It is increasing the surface area. So that's why that surface area play an important role in the carrying of oxygen, large surface area. And then these RBC cells are enucleated. Nucleus is lay. Nucleus is not at the present. Okay, then the diameter of the RBC 7.8 nu microns. Diameter 7.8 nu microns. And then when you check that a male person blood, 5 millions of cells are present in 1 cubic millimeter. 1 cubic millimeter. In women 4.5 millions present in women. 4.5 million cells are present in 1 cubic millimeter. One analysis chamber analysis tile is there, glass tile, that is having the something measurement tiles. If you place down that one drop of the blood on that place, they are preparing the blood smear. Under microscope they are counting the some of the how many how many cells are present in cubic meter. That cubic meters in man 5 millions of cubic meters per cubic meter, 4.5 millions in the female, okay, for cubic meter. Okay, and then very important thing note want to discuss. Okay, these are the normal measurements, number of cells present in one particular organism. here if normal number of cells if it is increase aina it produce the one disorder, it causes the one disorder erythrocytopenia. What it is, sorry, the number of RBC cells are decreasing in per cubic millimeter, that is leads to the erythrocytopenia. Erythrocytopenia mean it is a decreasing in number of the RBC cells per cubic millimeter. For example, in man how many cells want to present 5 millions, correct na? For example, instead of the 5, 2 millions only is there. So 3 millions cells are variation, whatever it is. So drastic variation we seen in that number of RBC cells per cubic millimeter, that we have to say erythrocytopenia. That is a one disorder. Okay, sometimes increasing of RBC number per cubic millimeter, polycythemia. If the RBC number is increases aina, that is a polycythemia. Decrease aina, that is a erythrocytopenia. Okay, this is the two type of disorders based on the increasing and decreasing. A number is increasing na polycythemia, decrease aina erythrocythemia. Oxygen deficiency will causes nana, and because of lack of oxygen, lack of RBC cells, oxygen supply is not yet happened to total organs. Okay, so that is a problematic to the malfunctioning of organs. That's maybe chances. And then here when our body facing the shortage of the oxygen, it will stimulate the kidneys. Then the kidneys synthesis one hormone, that hormone name erythropoietin. That erythropoietin through the blood circulation it will reach the bone marrow. From the bone marrow onwards it is stimulate the production of the RBC cells. Okay, so here what I said, when the body exposes to the hypoxia condition, one word I am using, hypoxia means less oxygen places. Okay, nothing but climbing of the Everest. When the any persons are climbing the something high hills, okay, Everest like, then they are attains the high latitudes, automatically high latitudes places what it is their oxygen, low oxygen partial pressure. So partial pressure of oxygen is very less. So on the time their body not at get sufficient oxygen. On that time kidneys are produce erythropoietin. That erythropoietin stimulate the bone marrow. Then bone marrow onwards production of the RBC cells will stimulated. Okay, along with that, next another thing, RBC cells are surrounded, the characteristics of the RBC cells. RBC cells surrounded by the plasma membrane as usually in the, all the animal cells how they are having their character like that only. And then nucleus and other cellular organelles are there, but immature stage onwards, when the RBC cell is become a mature stage, it will attain the one particular phase, one particular stage, that is the reticulocytes. Especially in the reticulocyte, nucleus will disappear and some of the cell organelles are disappear. When the nucleus is disappeared, okay, or cell organelles are disappear, automatically that cell is not yet shown anything cell division. Okay, that means one fine morning after lifespan of that cells, that organisms will destroy. Okay, from that cell onwards not yet producing either new cells. Okay, because of the new cell production wise they need nucleus. Because of nucleus division after only cytoplasmic division want to present. So here nucleus is, without nucleus cell cycle will not happen. So nucleus and other cell organelles are lost at the stage of the reticulocyte stage. Okay, and in the plasma, in the matrix of the blood, okay, in the inside of RBC cell, plasma membrane ki vulda, that it is present, it contains the cytoplasm. That cytoplasm contains one chromoprotein. Chromo means color protein. What is that color protein? That is a respiratory pigment. The name of the respiratory pigment hemoglobin. You are all are very well known. What is the significance of that hemoglobin? Basic thing, phenotypic nature of the blood of red color is given by the presence of the hemoglobin. But function is the hemoglobin play an important role in the carrying of the oxygen. Carrying of oxygen to supply the body parts. That is the nature. Now here globulin. Here also I said plasma protein. One is the globulin protein. That protein here alpha beta. Got it now? So here these hemoglobin is made up of these globulin. Okay, these hemoglobin made up by the 4 polypeptide chain because of protein made up of the polypeptide chains. That how many polypeptide chains are present in hemoglobin? 4 polypeptide chains. That 4 polypeptide chains, one is 2 are belongs to 2 alpha chains, 2 are beta chains. Here I already mentioned. What are the globulin types are there? Alpha chains and beta chains. 2 alpha chains, 2 beta chains combined together to form the hemoglobin. Along with these proteins, it has the 4 heme particles. 4 heme particles. In middle of the heme particle, ferrous ion is there. Fe2 plus nature. Fe2 plus condition. Okay. Then these Fe2 plus these hemoglobin will give the chance for holding with oxygen. Oxyhemoglobin will form. Oxygen binding with hemoglobin, it will form the oxyhemoglobin. No, but I didn't write here because of these words we will get in further continuation classes. One of the respiration class time I will explain one more time. No need not to bother. Okay, here we are discussing about the hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is made up of the 4 polypeptide chains. In that 4 polypeptide chains, 2 are alpha chains, 2 are beta chains. Then that along with that 4 heme particles. In the heme particles, ferrous ion also is there. Okay, ferric Fe2 plus. Then next one, lifespan of the RBC 120 days. Why? Because of it does not have the nucleus and other cellular organelles. When the cellular organelles are missing or lost out, automatically it will functioning up to certain limits only. So up to 120 days that RBC cells are playing important role in the transportation of oxygen. Okay, then after completion of the 120 days, it start to destroy. That destroymentation of the RBC, it will reach the spleen and the liver. So that's why spleen we call as a graveyard of RBC. Okay, after death of the human being, everybody take him to the dead body to the graveyard. Okay, cremation ground. Like that, RBC's cremation ground in spleen, liver. Some of the particular time only it will happen. But spleen is always the function about that one only. Okay, what we discussed on here, formed elements we seen that formed elements are 45% is occupying in the total blood. The blood cells are production of the blood cells we call as a hemopoiesis or hematopoiesis. In the embryonic stage, hemopoiesis or hematopoiesis occurs in yolk sac mesoderm, and then in adult, in childhood, liver and spleen, in adult, red bone marrow. Here we started with RBC. RBC cells also called as erythropoiesis. The production of the RBC we call as a erythropoiesis. In the total volume of the RBC in the blood, it tells about a hematocrit value. That RBC cells are circular in condition, but elliptical in the camel also, and circular and biconcave. Both sides are deep depression. It does not have any nucleus, so that's why here enucleated. And then the large, the biconcave nature gives the improvement of their surface area. So the cell diameter 7 mu microns diameter is there. A cubic millimeter in man 5 millions of RBC cells are there. In a cubic millimeter in female, in women 4.5 millions are there. More than these number of the cells, okay, are comparing with these. Okay, if the more number of RBC cells are present than these number 5 millions to 4.5, that will be leads to the polycythemia. It is rising of number RBC number in the blood. Okay, and then kammi vanditna decreasing of RBC numbers in the blood, that will leads to the erythrocytopenia. Both are problematic. Okay, then when the person is faced the hypoxia condition or shortage of the oxygen, it stimulates the kidneys, it will leads to the erythropoietin hormone. I mean, it synthesis the erythropoietin, that erythropoietin reach the bone marrow, then bone marrow onwards RBC cells will be produced. Then RBC cells are surrounded by the plasma membrane, but inside nucleus other cell organelles are absent, but they are present up to earlier stage. When it is attains the reticular sites, then reticular stage end, it will loss out nucleus and other cell organelles. Cytoplasm of the RBC, it containing the one of the colored pigment, that is hemoglobin. That hemoglobin made up of the 4 polypeptide chains, 2 are alpha, 2 are beta, one along with that 4 heme particles with ferric ion, 2 Fe2+. It play an important role in the transportation of the gases. Okay, and then the lifespan of RBC 120 days, and then after completion of the lifespan, then it destroyed by the at the place of the spleen and the liver. So spleen is a graveyard of RBC. In the coming next classes, I will start with WBC, how the leukopoiesis will happens, and then what of WBC and what is the significance of the platelets, we will know in the next video session.